Second Nature for Children is in the house. Coach, how you doing?
Great, man. Great as always. How are you?
I'm doing absolutely great. Great to see you. I know you was taking a little time to go back home, and you could share with us a bit about where is home.
Well, let's get them a quiz. They can figure it out or look it up. The only English-speaking country in South America.
The only English speaking country in South America. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully, someone can come on in the comment section, and share with us and let us know what country that is. So everything going good with you?
Yeah, everything's straight, man.
Okay.
Everything's straight. Yeah.
Okay, good, good. So yeah, I hope someone take that challenge and hit us up in the comment section and let us know where coach is chilling at for a little while. Coach, I want to share with you today. I had a conversation, and I great conversation during the week always. And of course, the topic is which one you prefer from your partner, love or integrity. So I just want to throw that out there. And
Mm.
then I want to share this with you before I let you give me one of those words that you would prefer with a partner. But I had this discussion with a young lady, and we were talking about people having, certain issues and certain things that they deal with in life. And we was talking about becoming rich,
Okay.
like gaining millions of dollars with issues, having issues and becoming rich and having a self-destructing behavior.
Mm.
And I was trying to let her know that one of the worst things that can happen to you is that you become rich with bad habits. That's one of the worst things.
Yeah.
That's one of the worst things that can happen to you. If you are an alcoholic or a drug addict, even if you just drink alcohol excessively or just do drugs, or if you're constantly making bad decisions or caught up in material things, and all you have to do is look at a lot of the athletes and look at a lot of the rappers, how they have a destructive behavior with all that money and just self-destructing. So she said, well, what if you're alcoholic, what if you get the money and go to rehab? And I'm telling her that money makes you more of who you are.
True.
That's
True.
yeah,
Yeah.
money makes you more of who you are because you can go to rehab without being rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to wait to get rich to go to rehab. So the money is not going to make you go to rehab. What the money gonna make you do is go buy you a liquor store or indulge more into whatever your behavior is. That's what the money gonna do. You as an individual would have to become more accountable or more responsible to make the decisions to change.
And that one thing the money don't buy. Money can't buy accountability.
Can't buy it. Can't buy it. Can't buy it. And I'm trying to get her to understand because a lot of people that I've talked to over the years, they think if I can just get some money, I'll be all right.
Mm.
Nah,
You you, but they don't. I don't even think they're really thinking about it the way they ought to, or deep into it like the way they ought to. Why you want to wait till you get it to see about yourself? You want to be all right before you get it. That way, you know, it could be smooth sailing. It's not going to be smooth sailing if you get it. You're not all right. Who's gonna tell you now you need to see about yourself after you get the money? Who's gonna tell you that? They're gonna tell you what you wanna hear. Come on, man. We
Yeah,
know that. We know that as human beings, we know that. Come on now.
I just want you to see the mindset of so many people thinking, because a lot of us have gotten ourselves so much in a bind
That's it.
financially.
That's it right there. Go ahead. That's it though.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a lot of us
Yeah.
to we not understanding that all the money would do is pay the bills off that we've gotten ourselves in a
Yeah.
bind.
Yeah.
But the things that we have in issues with, the money won't solve those things. And we have to look
Mm.
deep down in ourselves. And that's why I'm trying to convey over to us that I've come up with something so profound that you have to really look at it, that when you're dealing with the mind, the body, and the soul, you can't get around it until you learn how to connect that mind to your soul to heal from whatever it is that you're dealing with. I don't care how much money, because I guess what they're not looking at is millionaires and people with money commit suicide too. So it's a struggle. It's a behavior that is going on that money just won't solve. It's good, pays the bills, buy you some stuff. But when you turn the lights off at night and you got to sit there with yourself,
Mm.
yeah, that money can't help you. So make sure, family, that you get yourself together and then go get that money. Absolutely, go get that money, but get yourself together. Make sure physically you're exercising, you're taking care of yourself, you're working on eating better, you pulling off things that you know that's not good for you. Your mental health, make sure, I know that when we do videos on mental health, it get no views, period. It gets some of them, but you know what I mean? A lot of people not looking at that mental health. And we are struggling. Mental disorders, mental illness, mental issues, we're dealing with it. A lot of past trauma. Here it is, you 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, and you still going on about something that happened in your childhood or happened in your teens or happened.
Mm.
Yeah, you need to get help. Dad, you need to get help. And the sad part about it is that when you on display and people are watching you who's well, they can see you need help, but you don't even see it. That's the sad part about it. So, family, we need to get help. And listen, right, it don't even cost money to get help. You can get help. You can reach out. If you need help in any area, you can reach out to me. If I need to get you to the right people, man, if you need to get some help. But I tell you what, when it comes to getting help, a lot of us have been doing things for so long that abnormal has just become normal. And you can't tell a lot of us that we need to seek help for certain situations. So it's really
Mm.
sad. And that mindset that she has, that she's thinking that if she just can get that million or two or three, four, $5 million, she'll be all right. And I
No,
know
that's more trouble right there.
more trouble,
That's a
more
whole
trouble,
lot more trouble, man. Come on.
whole lot more trouble, man. And over
Man.
over the years, coach, I've talked to a lot of people that I know that they got different things going on that they need to work on, that they just feel like if I can just get some money, I'll be all right. No, you won't, family. There's a lot of other things you got to take care of first. And then definitely, like I say, reach out for that money. Definitely go get that money, but work on getting your life together. Work on standards when you come to that which dwells
Mm.
within you. Work on standards. You got to have some standards. You got to have some do's and don'ts, because without do's and don'ts, you and that money, y'all ain't gonna last long.
And not only that, I don't even think people looking at the other side of that. Okay, you got your issues, whatever it is you got, and you don't have the money, right? Okay, fine. What if you acquire that money, squander it, and then you got to sit down and look at yourself? You're in a worse situation, in my opinion, than you were before.
Absolutely.
You really want to take that chance?
Absolutely.
You really want to take this chance? to get the mother load, so to speak, and messes up because you didn't take care of what you need to take care of before. Now you got to sit here and think about all that went through your hand, all that you messed up. Come on, man.
And
That
that's
sounds like worse to me. I just me.
it is worse because you got athletes right now that's telling their story who went through 40 to $100 million and now they broke. They telling the story right now and they're in a worse predicament mentally. You understand? Mentally, it really messed them up. So, family, get yourself together. Go get your money,
Mm.
but please get yourself together first. So I just had to share that because that was very interesting because I've had that conversation for so many years with so many different people that they think money would just solve everything, but it won't, family. I hate to tell you, it won't. So, Coach, I ask you this right here: which one you prefer from your partner? Love or integrity? Now, hold on. I just want to break something down. Then I'm gonna
Mm.
let you share because I use the word prefer because I know some people would like to say both. I want both. Both. I know you would like to say both, but I use the word because it's defined as tending to choose. I want you to choose one of the words. I want you to choose. If you had a partner, girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, husband, whatever it is, what would you prefer? And choose one for them to have. And of course, we know when we talk about partner, once again, I'm talking about who you're in a relationship with. Now, let me break the two words down, and then I'm gonna let you share your word with me, coach. Which one? Now let's look at love. Let's look at the noun of love. And I want you to hear the definition of love. An intense feeling of emotion, a deep affection. I want you to hear that. A great interest and pleasure in something, the verb of it. Feel deep affection for someone, like enjoy very much. And I see that the word affection is in here when we're dealing with love, and it's meaning a fondness or a liking for. All right, now that's love. That's love. Okay. Now let's look at integrity. The quality of being, I tell you what, before I'm gonna start right there. I'm gonna start right there. I'm gonna let you answer which one, and then I'm gonna get a definition of integrity.
It's easy for me, integrity.
Okay, start right there then. Start right there. Then when I
Mm.
give it of integrity, then I let you go in and share why. Okay, so we did love. So integrity is the quality of being honest and having strong, unwavering morals and ethical principles with honesty and consistency, doing the right thing even when no one is watching.
Mm.
It involves aligning your actions with your values,
There you go. That's it.
being accountable and being reliable and trustworthy in all aspects
Mm.
of life. So, Coach, you said that you would pick integrity.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer for me.
Wow, wow. And share with me because what I'm trying to tell you is we hear about and we talk about love more than we talk about integrity. We do it in the name of love. We got married because of the name of love, or we with somebody because of the name of love. What happened to the word integrity when it come to a relationship? But share with me, why did you pick integrity instead of love?
It's a no-brainer, man.
Mm.
Integrity is not popular. Integrity is not popular. Whatever society you live in, whatever part of the world you dwell, just think about that. It's not pushed. It's not you're not coerced to be, you know, move in that direction. I'm talking about personal relationship, business. No. We live in a world where get it how you can, whether it's backstab, backbite, cutthroat. I mean, let's be realistic. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Integrity is not popular.
Mm.
You know, I'm not saying it's frowned upon, but it's not pushed. you know, get that money,
Mm.
everything else but integrity.
Wow.
That's the world in which we live in. How many people you can say with one hand, you can count that you know that person move when it, an account of integrity,
Mm.
their character, their actions, you know, they tell you this is it, you can go with it without questioning because you know they're a solid individual. We really got it messed up, man, as human beings, man. And folks that don't believe it, just look around you, man.
Mm.
Just look around you. Look around you. You know, they tell you that's how you're supposed to get ahead. And once you start moving that direction, they change it, they move the goalpost, so to speak. They twist up the rules. You know what I mean? Come on. You know,
Mm.
so integrity is not something that people are pushing or focusing on. I mean, if you're really that individual who is evolving, trying to be better, that's one of the things you want to be talked about when it comes to yourself. You can say what you want about him, or you say what you want about her. But they stand on principles, they on it. When it comes to integrity, they on it. I mean,
Mm.
come on,
Wow.
you know. But it's not a badge of honor in society. It ought to be. When you say someone has integrity, that's a badge of honor, man. That's a badge of honor. But the way we're living, the society, where we living now, it's like, nah, man.
Wow.
That's just my opinion, man. That's what I see.
Shit, that's a fact,
You
coach.
know, that's
That
what I
that yeah,
see.
that's
I'm
definitely
telling you from the top all the way. You can take it whatever realm, business, politics, whatever realm you want to take it. How many people stand out when it comes, and you can say, man, he or she, integrity. That's it.
wow.
Just think
And
about that. So,
man, I could thought about it and it was very, 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 and a million more varies easy for me to pick integrity over love, period. It was very easy for me to pick integrity. I would want someone with integrity because from looking at the definition of the word love, they can have that affection for a lot of people. Don't
mhm.
mean that that affection is only going to be for you. See,
True that.
yeah, I
True.
just, coach, I really want the people to hear this right here because this right here has messed us up for a long time. And I really want us to think about something. And I want whoever's listening, share with me what your comment about which one you would pick. But I want you to think about something for a minute. That word love, and it has that affection. But what if that affection is just not for you? What if that affection is for a lot of different people that love you? They can
But
they
not only that, man.
go ahead on.
Whatever that love is just for that moment. For that moment, because that moment, that person, he or she is in need of whatever, and you're the provider. You're the provider to fulfill that need. And their way of I guess acknowledging what you're doing or what you just did is to say, I love you. Okay, after that, what?
Yeah.
He or she got what they want, right? He or she got their needs met for that moment. Does that mean the next day, the next week, next it can be the same? Or you got to fulfill that need for it to happen again. I'm just saying. We talking about life like I always say.
But see, the thing is, a lot of us hadn't really sit down and looked at it this way because
Mm,
we have just heard the word love and what it's supposed to be and what it's supposed to look like, but we never really sit down and defined it the way we're doing to see, is it all that it's cut out to be? It's just a word. Is it all that it's cut out to be?
mm.
And I just want you to think about it. Have that been, think about this right here. Have that been one of the biggest problems why relationships fail? Think about this. Have that been one of the biggest problems why relationships fail because we thinking that love is integrity? Think about that.
Mm.
You may think, a lot of people may think, if if you love me, you're supposed to be honest.
No.
But I don't see, I'm looking at the definition, and I don't see nowhere in the definition where it says that if you love me, you're going to be honest. Yeah. It don't say nowhere in the definition that you're going to have strong, unwavering morals and ethical principles. I don't see it with honesty and consistency. Love don't say that you're going to be faithful when no one is watching. It don't say it. I've been looking for it. That's what a lot of us have put on the word. A lot of us have, I've always told you, a lot of us take words and give it our own definition on how it has been either presented to us or what we think it should be.
Yeah,
That's
because
why
like most of us are programmed.
we're programmed.
We're programmed. We're looking at life and how it's being lived by other people. We're picking up on those images. We're taking that because that's what we see. Okay. And we're thinking that, okay, that's how the way things ought to be. Not necessarily. The people that you were looking at, they could have been doing it wrong. Not say everybody was doing it wrong, but they could have been doing it wrong. You know, you are not them, so you need to have the real definition of what it ought to be. Whether it's a relationship or whatever relationship it is, like I said, business, personal, whatever. And that's between you and whoever it is. You know, y'all got to define it and agree upon that moving forward. This is what we're doing. That's how it's going to be, as opposed to mirroring what you see and thinking that, okay, this is how it's supposed to be. Man, everybody's different. People experiences are different, you know. So yeah, but I can see that definitely is one of our downfalls, man.
Because I'm telling you, we've been
Mhm.
looking at the word wrong. We thinking that if someone say that they love us, that they're going to be faithful when no one is watching. But it don't say that. That's integrity. We have to find people. You have to give yourself time to find someone with integrity. And that comes over time. You understand?
That's the thing when you say, from my experience, you say to females, nah, you moving too quick. Give it some time. They look at you like you crazy. You operating off of how you feel. How you feel don't determine how this gonna go. You know, you're dealing with another human being with feelings also, you know. But like I said, that's life, man.
And we have to be we have to be very careful with this feeling because when we're dealing with love, just like you said a little earlier, we're dealing with feelings. So what if I don't feel the same about you tomorrow? Yeah. So I can say literally by the definition, that I loved you Monday when everything was good or we was this and we was that. But Tuesday, I don't have that same affection for you. So that's why I'm asking for us to really kind of think about it. Is that one of the biggest problems that we may have in relationships because we thinking that love is the same as integrity? They're two different words
Oh, yeah.
and they had two different meanings. And we looking for integrity in love, but they two different things. I just want you to think about it. We're looking for that honesty, that accountability, that value, that and we looking for all it, but that's not love. Love is just the feelings, interest and pleasure, a deep feeling and deep affection for. I just want us to really think about that. Because here it is that why it's recorded that 90% of people say that they get married for love, but
Mhm.
over 75% end up divorcing because of they say we did it for love. But what if you did it for love and that person did not have integrity?
Integrity.
Yeah, that's something to think about. Are you with someone that you want them to be your all and you want to be their all, and you want to be the only one and you want to be their only one, and you say you love them and they say they love you? But family, it won't work if that person that you're showing integrity toward is not showing integrity toward you. So it was a no-brainer and it was easy for me as well, coach. But I choose integrity. It's real simple. So I would like for the family, anybody listening, to share, especially if you would pick love over integrity. If you pick integrity, hit me up and let me know. But I understand why you would pick integrity over love. And we can learn to love each other as time go on, the way
So,
we're looking for that love, the way we're looking
so,
for, we'll let time. That's just like I was
yeah.
talking to another young lady about 2 weeks ago, and we was talking about trust and respect. And
Mm.
we was talking about the children. So I say when I come in to a setting, I'm working to get respect from the children. I'm working to get respect because I'm with them a short period of time. I'm not with them a long period of time. So she said, well, I come in to get trust. You're with them 8 hours. See, you're with them 8 hours. So you may have time to
Mm.
build trust. I'm coming in each day for 1 hour. It takes time to build trust, but you and I can instantly respect each other. You understand what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah, all we have to do instantly is be cordial and respect each other. So we can do that instantly. But just because I respect you, because I'm not cursing or acting a fool with you, I'm respecting you. You and I can talk. We can go back and forth without yelling and this and that. Still don't mean I trust you. I don't
Trust
know
you.
you.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I don't know you. So I think we got things kind of confused and messed up. It takes time to build trust, but we can respect each other instantly by our behavior. You understand? So once I broke it down to her, she was like, wow, okay. I never looked at it like that. I'm like, yeah. So when I come in, I want the children to trust me as well, but that's gonna take time. It's gonna take more time than me getting them to respect so I can teach what I need to teach and we can do what we need to do and we can get out of here. Because like I say, I got less than an hour, 2 days a week with each camp. So by the time the trust part come around, because I leave each camp after every 8 weeks, I go to different camps with children. So I got to come in and get respect so I can teach them something. I don't have time to get the trust. Hopefully they can trust before we leave out of here. But a lot of times trust come in time. And what happens a lot of times, especially with our children, it goes a little deeper because you don't know how their home life and how they have been disappointed. So
Mm.
see, like coach, we not thinking, we just on the surface. A lot of times it's deeper. When you're dealing with children, imagine this right here. If you got a room full of children, you got 30 children, and you have a lot of vendors that when they go into these places, they have a hard time with these children. Not only do they have a hard time with the children, but the staff who work there has a hard time with the children too, because they're not studied on children's behavior. That's the problem when you go into these different sites or different centers, they're not studied. The staff is not studied. So until you understand that you got 30 kids coming from 30 different home settings,
Yeah,
30 different,
backgrounds.
do
Yeah.
you understand what I'm saying? 30 different backgrounds, 30 different mindsets, 30 different types of trauma. Not only that, ADHD, you got some dealing with a lot of energy they need to get out. You got it's so many things that you dealing with these kids. So that you got to be able to come in and you got to really know what you're doing to settle 30 kids down to get them to learn something. You got to know when to break it, when to give them a break, when to let them move, when to let it's a lot to it. And that's why a lot of times we don't do well with our children because we really haven't studied the psyche or how to really deal with a large group of children at one time. Because this child right here may be sitting over here and you sitting there saying, man, I wish I had all of y'all was sitting like this one right here. But that child may be, I've had children where they come from different households where that parent a certain way, nurture, and you could see it in the children a lot of time, who parents are really nurturing them. And you could see who a lot of times when them children are out of control, a lot of times on a higher scale from my experience, when you meet their parents, you'll
Yeah.
understand,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. You'll be able to understand why the children or why the child is out of control. Like I say, how crazy is it if I see you dropping your child off at football practice, basketball practice, or whatever practice it is, when they open the door of the car, literally, you think they're barbecuing in the car, so much smoke come out the car. Now, coach, 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 it's a one ain't called defects on some of these folks. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that child can rode all the way from home to practice. You know that child high as a kite. High as a kite.
Yeah.
High as a kite. So now here it is. A lot of times the children are already dealing with certain issues mentally. Some of them have a slow learning disability. And like I say, some are dealing with ADHD and it's a lot of other things they're dealing with. Now I got to inhale this smoke all the way to practice. Plus, watch what else. Plus the medication that I'm on. See, they don't tell you a lot of times that majority of your kids in here, especially depending on what community and what environment you're teaching in, a lot of these kids in here are medicated. So it's a tough job. And it's so tough to, if you're not equipped to work with them, that's why we'll lose a lot of our children as well. It's just like trying to work with senior citizens. That's why they catch you. You can go, you can pull up their recordings and the videos where you'll see people now beating the senior citizens up. That's not the job for you. That take a special person.
Yeah.
Yeah, some jobs just literally take special people to do them. And when you just put anybody in that position, things are not going to go well. And when you're talking about children whose minds are just sponges, you have to be careful who are rearing them and what environment who are you putting them with to teach them. So it's a lot of work that we have to get done as a people, and we're so far behind, and it's so much trauma in our community with dealing with the past and things that are even going on right now in our life that we haven't healed from, because that subconscious mind, a lot of us don't understand our mental state, and we're dealing with something that's trapped in our subconscious mind that we need to heal from, and we're always putting the blame on somebody else. We're always that you have to be careful because we're always with many excuses, and we're always putting the blame on somebody else. So there's just a lot of work that need to be done, and if anybody ever need my help, my door is always open. If I can help you or if I need to get you help. Now, grown folks, I don't care who you are, family, kin folks, whatever. I'm not going to reach out to you for help because you may not be ready for help. If you reach out to me, I'll help you. I don't care who you are, because I don't have time to waste just because you carry a title. It's being kinfolks and you're not ready. Some kinfolks think just because you carry a title that someone's supposed to kill themselves trying to help them. No, that's not how that go. You got to want help. Then allow someone to help you. That's how that go. Coach, you got 3 minutes. I'm done. I answered which one I prefer. It was easy to me. I would love to have integrity over love any day of the week.
We talk about love and integrity. We give different scenarios, and then you talk about the kids. But dealing with the kids in that in itself, a sort of relationship. Dealing with, like you talk about the workers with the elderly. It's a business work relationship.
Absolutely.
All of that is relationship.
Absolutely.
So integrity does not only deal with a personal relationship, it deals with any relationship. You as a human being, you want people around you, who, when it comes to integrity, that's, numero uno, number one for them. You know what I mean? You know what you're getting. But like I said, man, that's not something popular.
Mm.
Ask females what kind of person they want. 6'2", 6'3", 6'4",
Absolutely.
making 100,000 or more.
Absolutely.
As a dude, what he want, he want a big booty, the hourglass shape, Coca-Cola bottle, all of that. No one talks about integrity.
Integrity, man.
No. So that should tell you on the scale where that is.
Mm.
The looks, the money, everything, but no integrity. And then when you get involved, get entwined, and you're being disappointed, you mad. Be mad with yourself. You're looking for the wrong things, man. Not saying that you shouldn't desire what you desire, but come on, you got to balance it. What type of individual that is, really and truly, So at the end of the day, you still saying be accountable. Be accountable in your decision making. We're asking you to be accountable in your decision making. It starts with you first. Because you can't require someone to have integrity you don't have. Well, how dare you? You don't have it, but you want a person to have what you have. Come on, man. What you don't have, come on. That's not going to work, man. So all in all, it comes down to you being honest with yourself, being accountable, and look for the essentials, man, in someone's character. Yeah, I know the money's good. I know the height. I know the good looks. I get all that. But what about the essentials, man? What about the essentials? You know what I mean? We got to be critical when it comes to our thinking, when it comes to our choices, man.